Might move on to Anna Colville if you're cool to do a bit of a kōrero for us.
Sure. Hi everyone. Yeah, my name's Anna Colville-Smith. I'm a marketing consultant. I feel like I come at this from a bit of a different side, so please don't hold that against me, but I come from a commercial real estate background, working for property owners essentially, mainly large shopping centres, and that's where I first sort of came across a lot of placemaking concepts and what we were doing and activating some of our public spaces in retail precincts. But I was going to talk, Keegan asked me to talk a little bit about a project that I've just done with a client, which is called Aotearoa Yard. So Aotearoa is just north of, it's a little town north of Wellington here on the Kapiti coast. And I've worked really closely with the owner to deliver, a pretty cool use of what was the old Caltech service station on the main highway there in Aotearoa. So we've just launched the site has been done up and we've launched markets, but it's been done in a really, so as I say, it's a commercial site and they own it, but they've really tried to do the right thing by the community and the establishment of that site. So there's been markets there. It's, we've helped them set up a vision and engage with iwi and the community and the right groups with that. So the space, they've invested in making it look really cool. There's a really nice feature mural that we launched with where Theo Araj, a local artist, was engaged to do that piece, but it was a real collaboration between Elevate Aotearoa, which is a community-led group, and a partnership with the property owner to deliver something that meant something to Aotearoa. So it was really good timing that they were launching a new sort of town centre identity, which is Manaakitanga, small town, big heart. So there's a huge feature piece on the main highway on the Aotearoa Yard site that has that sentiment, which relates really well to the market. So at the moment, we've got markets running every Saturday, but we're layering on how we activate that big vacant space. So there's food truck nights happening as well on Friday nights, and we're sort of just growing. So it was pretty tricky to launch markets post-COVID lockdown in the middle of winter in the lower North Island. But it's been really successful and local iwi are loving it. The retailers on that strip were perhaps negative towards, what the markets would do for them, fear of competition and things like that. But the feedback has been, now that it's been running for 5 months, that it's going really well and it's bringing new people in and it is collaborative and it all works together. There's been a music program that's been established out of the site as well, which is functioning really nicely. It's sort of a busking program, but a base retainer is paid to local artists, but they get to, busk, sell their CDs, promote their artistry. And so there hasn't been a lot of space or paid music going sort of in the event space post-COVID. So we've got artists, local artists just coming out of the woodwork, school students. In terms of other placemaking initiatives for on-site at Aotearoa Yard, we're just looking at, there's a shipping container that's used for storage. So trying to work with a community arts guild to do some youth training and activate that shipping container. Just working on funding for that and how I can bring that to life in the new year for the site. So I'll put the link to the website maybe. I did send a photo through and sorry, my computer's playing up in the chat. But Aotearoa Yard, it's just a different way of utilising what was an old service station. And hopefully we've also procured some, community stallholders, some people in Aotearoa who were struggling a little bit. Being able to assist them, get them up and running, making smoothies, and they're there on Saturdays. And hopefully there's going to be a bit of a co-op happening in the physical retail building of some different producers, makers in that as well. So it's been, it's been really rewarding project.
Oh, cool. As soon as I'd heard that Anna had been part of uplifting that site in Aotearoa there, I was absolutely lit up because it just reminded me a lot of what the kaupapa of what Better Block's been able to do in terms of using a site and looking at it as this awesome platform, and then everything's lifted up from that platform, and you can see the layers that have been built through that, just through that adoption of it being in the right location.